So what is the best EV charging etiquette? Hi everyone, welcome back. Some time ago I did do a little video on charging etiquette, and I think it's about time we covered it again because I've seen quite a few posts on the internet about problems, shall we say. So look, I think this is important for all EV owners to look at. EV charging etiquette and best practices, because as EVs become more popular, then things are going to be getting a bit more hectic because there are only a limited number of public charging stations at the moment. So what is happening is the sales of charging stations, or the installation of charging stations, is going up, but EV sales are going up a lot faster. So there's a bit of an imbalance. So until such times as there are more chargers than petrol stations with their fill-up Bowsers, then we're going to have to be very nice to each other. We need to share the space respectfully, and this can make a huge difference. So let's just see what we can do. I've got a few basic simple rules to follow. Rule 1, don't hog the charger. So once your car is fully charged, move it as soon as you can. There are many charging apps around that will send you notifications when your session is done. And even your car app should let you know that your charging is done. So go there, don't leave your car parked there just plugged in and not charging. Now, a lot of stations are now introducing what are called idle fees. So here in WA, our EV charging network, once your charging has stopped, you've got 10 minutes before idle fees kick in, and it's $1 per minute. So it can soon add up. And I know a few people have got some very large charging bills. So be nice, move your car as soon as it's charged. Don't just come back and unplug it and leave it there. No, move. Let somebody else use the spot. Rule 2, don't unplug other cars. Now, this is a big no-no. So if someone else's car is plugged in, don't unplug yours to charge your own. This is becoming more and more difficult because a lot of charging ports, both at the charging station and in the car, are now locking it in so that you can't. But you can damage equipment if you try. So stop. Don't do it. If you need to, either if they've registered on PlugShare, send them a message, or leave a little polite note just on their dashboard to say, I'm here, I need to charge, can you call me when you're done? Something like that. Just be nice. Rule 3, park properly. There are a lot of people out there who don't know how to park between the lines. It's usually easy. 2 lines, put your car between them. And some people will still take up 2 charging spots, which means 2 chargers could be in use when only one is plugged in. Now, there are a lot of cars, EVs out there, that now can use Tesla superchargers, and their port is not in the right place, which is either on the back left, or if you're driving in, on the front left, front right. So front right, back left, then you can drive in and plug the charger in. They're not. They could be in the middle at the front on the wrong side. So they have to park either in the wrong parking spot or on an angle. And yeah, look, it happens. So be thoughtful to others. Either stay with your car or leave a note on the dashboard or the windscreen or something, so that somebody can contact you if they need to charge. Rule 4. Be mindful of the charger type. So not all chargers are the same. Some places are really fast DC chargers and others are not so fast DC chargers. And then you've got your type 2 slower chargers. So if you're just topping up, you need a few kilowatts charging, then try and find the type 2 charger and leave the DC chargers to somebody else. Also, don't plug your cheap little EV, which can only take 80 kilowatts max, into a 350 kilowatt charger. You're going to be taking up something that, you know, somebody with their 800 volt architecture can come along and plug into. Just makes sense. Rule 5. Keep the area clean. Look, treat the charging station as a shared space. Don't leave trash. Don't leave cables all over the place. Look, I've come up to charging spots and they're filthy, and especially with your type 2 chargers that have got an attached cable, they just leave it lying on the floor. Sometimes you actually have to get out of the car, move the charging cable so you can get into the spot, otherwise you'll drive over and break it. And I've seen that actually occur. So be mindful of others, keep the place clean and tidy, and hang the cable up, if it's a long cable, nicely. Don't just go boom and leave it to hang. Well, I got you. Don't forget, there's that like and subscribe button below. Please click something. The thumbs up or the subscribe button, obviously. If you subscribe to the channel, you won't be charged anything, so it really does help. And clicking that like button is also nice. And down below in the description, there's a link to my Ko-fi page where you can help support me in other ways, which would be very much appreciated. Thank you to those few that are doing that. And there's also on those Ko-fi pages, there's some extra videos that I put in there sometimes. Rule 6. Plan your charging stops. Look, apps like PlugShare, ChargePoint, I think in the US, ChargeFox here, a Better Route Planner, and your Tesla car can plan your route so that you know which charging stations you're going to need and whether a charging spot is reliable or is broken. So that gives you then the option to have a backup plan rather than get all grumpy like me. So just remember, plan ahead. It can reduce stress and it can help avoid overcrowded stations. I have turned up to a suite of 6 Tesla superchargers and I was the 9th car there. There were 2 other Teslas waiting. Now, I didn't actually need to charge. I was going there for something else, but I thought I'll go and just top up while I run in, use the loo, grab a coffee and come back. So I just parked and did that anyway. I didn't need the charge, so I let those people carry on. Rule 7. If you can, charge at off-peak times. So, you know, sometime in the early morning or middle of the night, charging stations are less busy. Now, if that's possible, fine, do that. Obviously, if you're on a road trip and you've got kids in the car, then you'll probably be driving during the day. But, you know, if you can avoid the high demand charging times, then that will make life a bit easier. Rule 8. I think that's 8. Yes. Monitor your charge. So you can keep an eye on your car's charging status through your EV app or through the charging station app. And this helps you get to your car promptly as it's about to finish so that you avoid idle fees and you can move and let somebody else charge. And remember, Some charging stations will only limit your charging to 80% because it can poll the car and know what it's doing. So if things are a bit busy, like Tesla superchargers will stop at 80% unless you manually override it. So be aware. Watch for the 80% cap on some places. So you really only need to charge enough to get to your next group of chargers or your destination. Rule 9. Communication. If you communicate with others, it can go a long way to avoid a lot of hassle if you're at a busy station. Now, some drivers will leave a note on their dashboard for their phone number or their estimated charging time. You can put it on plug share. So when you put it into plug share, and I do this, I'll be there for 1 hour or 30 minutes or whatever. Plug share, you've only got 30 an hour, hour and a half. It's a bit haphazard. So, try and pick the closest time. And it's a great way to help others know when the charging station is going to be available. Now, rule 10, report issues. So if a charger is broken or the area is a right mess, you can report this to either the station operator, like at shopping centres. Sometimes they'll go, no, call this number, we don't want to know, or through the app. So you can report a problem on PlugShare, or you can report a problem through the app or make a phone call. So like with ChargeFox, they actually know when a charger is at fault because they've got contact through the internet waves or whatever. But yeah, they've also got a phone number. So I've actually arrived at a ChargeFox station, plugged in, and it goes, no, not working. So I phoned them up, they reset the station, and it worked. But if it wasn't working, then I would tell them, look, it's not working, you need to fix it. And they will then register that. So them's me 10 rules. What do you think? Make a comment below. Now, look, I know a lot of you are already following good practice. So if you know someone who isn't, send them the video link. Maybe they'll learn something. So hopefully we can all look after each other and give us all a better charging experience, because you go to a petrol station during busy hours. I mean, they've got dozens of fuel bowsers, and you queue up and you wait to get in. Now, you can't queue at an EV charger. You have to park somewhere and wait because they're not pulled through and there's no nice long lines available. And people do tend to get a bit grumpy because EV charging can take a bit longer. So, what do you reckon? Make a comment below. What do you think are good EV tips? Have I missed anything? More than likely, because I do tend to miss a few things now and then. So don't forget, while you're down there making comments, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Link to Ko-fi page. Help support me. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll see you all very soon.